Welcome back gamers to another fluffy video. This is the build we are going to be taking a look at today, and this is really all you need to know. Take a screenshot, go into Warframe, stuff the mods into your Gauss and turn that boy into Gaussette. Right, enough of that. For those of you who will be sticking for a while longer, I'm just going to be showcasing a personal updated version of the good old Gaussette build and sharing a couple of tips on how to optimize for your very own nuke boy. And for the sharp-eyed among you, yes, that was a primed sure-footed. Now I don't know about you guys, but in my honest as frick opinion, this is the best mod in the game right now. Absolutely, just for the simple fact that it fixes two of the biggest problems I have with Warframe. One, completely nullifying the stagger effect on weapons that never had them in the first place, like the Opticore Vandal, and two, giving the middle finger to Scorpions and Ancients that love to shove a hook up your ass. Yes, I know kinetic plating achieves this, but I want full permanent resistance against those guys. Don't want to get caught off guard at any moment and get my ass yanked across the room while being flambéed around by arson exemesis. Grineer Scorpions are the most annoying things in Warframe. Wish they never despawned so I could mince them up into a million pieces with my fucking Grand Prime. And now for Gaussette 2, I've decided to prioritize duration over strength, while keeping range pretty much unchanged. I just love that 30 meter plus radius on Thermal Sunder. If you're okay with 20 to 25 meters, then feel free to sub Augur Reach Out with a strength or duration mod. And for those of you out there who don't really care for efficiency and have no problems burning through your supply of energy restore pads like tissue boxes on a lonely Friday night, then simply replace Transient Fortitude with a maxed out Blind Rage. You could even take out Streamline and put something else in there as well. Though I have to say, even at just 95% ability strength, you'll have more than enough PP power to force even the biggest, thickest Grineer boys down to submission. Don't believe me? Level 160 Corrupted Bombards in the Simulacrum. Of course, Redline was maxed out over there, and that is what you really need with Gaussette. That's why I've decided to put more points into duration this time round. You could tweak Redline for slightly more or less duration by leveling fleeting expertise as you see fit. Keep in mind that the rate at which you can max out the Redline gauge is capped and follows this formula. Basically, if you add 30 seconds of duration on Redline, you cannot max the gauge before a third of that duration, or within 10 seconds in this case. And again, primed sure-footed is a very personal thing. For everyone else, including you, just put something in that's more sensible, like Power Drift perhaps. As for Arcanes, I really love Energize. Say what you want about de-nerfing this, it is still insanely powerful even with the cooldown. But if you really feel Zenric's Energizing Dash is all you need, then good for you. As for Arcane Aegis here, this is sort of a placeholder. I don't really know what to put in this slot, and that's when she left me. I'm gonna leave this one up to you boys. I trust you know what to put in your slots. Just make sure it's clean. Moving on to weapons, you can use whatever you want. Again, but if you do have primed sure-footed on, then might as well take advantage of it and go with the Kuva Brahma. My favorite secondary right now is the Rattlegut setup. It's almost specifically for dealing with nullifiers, which are undoubtedly gonna be your worst enemy. And finally for melee, this is actually the famous Glitch Saw. I decided to put a skin on it because you can now, and eating an ethereal candy cane straight into a Grineer's face across the room is just really cool. Like, look at that. That's awesome. But anyways, if you'd like to learn more about this Dokram Saw setup I lovingly call the Glitch Saw, there'll be a link to the video up on the right corner here. One last thing, make sure to have primed Animal Instinct or something similar on your companion, as it really does help you to locate chunks of enemies easily, so you could maximize the efficiency of Thermal Sunder's room clearing power. Gauss, or Gaussette, is insanely good for more than just a handful of missions. With pretty much any decent nuke build, you could zip through exterminate missions like capture runs. You could also make really quick work of defense, especially on Grineer tile sets, like the one on Hydron. Other maps like the outdoor Corpus base on Tessera Venus is definitely gonna present a challenge, but that tile set is horrible anyways. Even for average survival runs, you know, the ones you do to complete invasions, sorties, and Nightwave, Gaussette can be amazing. Sure, it's not gonna be press 4 and AFK, but the ability to clear rooms with a press of a button means the rate at which you can pick up life support modules, potentially increases. It's nothing scientific, just an assumption. I do want to emphasize that the Gaussette build is not really optimal for very high-end gameplay. Think 2 hours in arbitration survival. Yeah, that could be doable, but I've only managed a 1 hour and 29-minute solo run of Arcane survival arbitration. I know, not exactly the greatest achievement ever, and I did get very sloppy towards the end, like all dirty marshmallows do. I've also done an hour of MOT, and since no one would believe me anyways, there will be a link in the description to an unlisted video on the channel of the entire MOT survival run. And by the way, if you're interested in the fashion frame I got going on over here, it will be detailed in the description as well. I can't believe D actually buffed Gauss not long after the frame was released. I guess most players weren't willing to give him a chance. I mean, his parts ain't that hard to farm anyways. I do highly recommend that you have this boy, or girl, depending on preferences, as part of your arsenal. I probably run with Gaussette more than Chroma these days. Get it? Run with Gaussette? Because Warframe's a chore each and every day now. Gaussette makes it a little less painful for me, and I love her for that, even if she is a trap. Any speculation in the comments will be deleted. That is all for now. Please do feel free to check out the merch store and a Patreon where you can get instant access to the Discord server and a free Warframe Noggle as rewards for signing up. Catch ya guys real soon in the next video.